Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting squad tournament. This is the Master Squad League, the MSL Tournament of Squad 2024. My name is Socrates, your Shoutcaster for today. In today's epic match, we have two of the most legendary teams of all time, Red Foxes versus Team North. These two teams have trained for many months and many years to get to this point of the squad tournament. Special shout out to the tournament staff and organizers, the teams, the players, and all of you, the friends and families tuning in and supporting your fellow friends and families out here playing on this tournament. Whether you're watching in the big screen TVs, in the bars, in the clubs, in the restaurants, or from home, we hope that this experience brings you great joy and happiness as the holiday season approaches and the end of this year comes near. Again, my name is Socrates, your Shoutcaster. Hope that you enjoyed this stream. Make sure to follow and subscribe for more epic streams. And I'll see you all in the front lines. We're about to get started. Alright. We are starting very, very soon.
Skirmish. Push out and secure all objective areas.
Well, this is it. The match has now begun. I'm gonna wait for everybody to make their squads. Looks like we're set. Okay, here we go. All right, welcome back everybody to another exciting game of Squad. My name is Socrates, your Shoutcaster for today. Welcome to the Master Squad League. In this wonderful match we have Team North versus Red Foxes, two very advanced clans that we have ever witnessed in this game's creation. So right now in this match today, we're going to be playing on a wonderful map called Cora, very specifically customized for this tournament here. So on the eastern side will be the USA team, starting with Team North over on the eastern side. On the western side here, Russian main base will be the Team Red Foxes. The next round, they're going to be playing on the opposite sides. So on this side, we're going to be on Team North for this side to hear their comms as well and see how they're going. Overall map flow is as follows. The farm map at the center of the map here, there's actually 5 flags in this map. Middle flag will be the farm where my finger is pointing at. And you can see multiple squads are moving along the vertical line here along this northeastern side and also on the southeastern side to make sure that they have the territory control. Now you can see the overall map border has been narrowed down into a horizontal east to west approach for both teams. So that means the options of creating FOBs along the map is going to be very limited, especially that this map is not big to start with. They're probably only going to be maxing out with only 1 or 2 max FOBs, especially with the 400-meter distance limitation. Now, of course, at the farm, you can see multiple squads are going to be centered along the southern horizontal and along the northern horizontal as well. Multiple move marks being declared to set up a perimeter and a firing point position there to oppose both teams, vice versa. So things are looking pretty good right now. We got 1 minute till the full start of this round. 200 tickets for both teams. The match maxes out after 1 hour, but usually 200 tickets on the top there. That should be going down pretty quickly, and we're about to see a lot of boom boom bang action and potentially some mortar fob action. In terms of any commander assets for artilleries, because it's such a small map, we will not be seeing any artillery and airstrikes around this map. There's no commander, as you can see on the left side of the column right there. But overall, with 25 versus 25 players, we're going to see a lot of action, and with the size of 25 versus 25, this is a typical back in the old days squad where we only maxed out at 50 players. But even in the old days of squad, we saw, despite it's only 50 players total, there's a lot of action that can go on, especially on a small map like Cora. So without further ado, we start in less than 5 seconds now. I'll see you on the front lines. Let's get it. The match has now begun now. Going in hot. Duels farm mid flag, upper orchard, poppy top 2 back flags for eastern team, and the southwest mosque and the river estate for Red Foxes to camp. First logic going up there with the full squad as well. Small arms vehicle on the eastern side. Team North, Cowboy and Talker here. Is that tower? And a full squad with Logi going westbound. Looks like they're going to be heading up either northeast of Abdul Farm. Same thing with this one. We might be seeing a direct FOB activation on the mid flag right now. Small arms vehicle going south from Team Fox here. And looks like the first engagements are about to happen. Full transport truck here as the western back FOB led by Lieutenant Make here with Big Chef driving the Logi vehicle. Small arms about to engage right now. Double squads 1, 8, and 5 from Team Fox disembarking near Abdul's farm. Back FOB from Team North, northeast activation there from Squad 6. Squad 4 disembarking here, and the first engagements are about to begin. Oh my gosh! Rocket goes out, destroys almost a full squad northeast of Abdul's farm. Squad 4 takes a devastating hit right now from Team Fox. But the good news right now is that they have the small arms vehicle from Team North making a maneuver right now. Logi going back to main base. Safe activation with Squad 6 hunkering down right there on the northern side, making sure they get their hab up on time. On the north side, we do have a full squad from Team Fox going here with the small arms Tiger. Moving down the main road, is there a hat or lat nearby? Yes, there is. Axe player and infantry has been marked from Team Fox from Squad 6 on the northwestern side. Now they're hovering along the northern side of the perimeter, making sure that they have the territory control to make sure no one gets back for the behind flanks. Going down here to the flag, both teams have now engaged each other directly on top of the flag point right now. Team North, a lot of trade for trade shots. Darbell flanking on the western side there. And we got one person Lyrics on the top roof, backed up by Shot in there with Disastro with the ham activation inside and a destroyed vehicle right there as well. Hab being activated right on top of farm point. This is some advanced tactics. Advanced tactics indeed. Going inside here, what's under here next to Lyrics? Going under the ground to see what that is. That is the radio activation from Team Fox inside the flag point itself. This is a very risky maneuver, but right now Team Fox is making it work out with full squad support from Squad 1. Squad 7 on the northern side holding down the fort against Team North right now, preventing Team North from pushing westwards as well. Going on the southern side right here, Squad 1 and 2 from Team North activating a back southern FOB from the point. That's two FOBs and a third one to the east as well. Right now, a lot of tug-of-war action going on this flag. It looks like Red Foxes has a full security now, despite taking a couple losses right there, a couple destroyed vehicles. On the southeastern side, FOB activation over here from Team North. Looks like so far so quiet. We'll be seeing mortars going down. Looks like Squad 2, Lieutenant Make, might be setting those down in just a second. But with triple FOBs from the blue team, from Team North and the East, they do have a good solid foothold right now. Overall map flow is as follows. I want to highlight this really quick. Despite Korra being a small map, we have seen tremendous foundational plays from both teams. And what I mean by foundational plays is that usually everyone rushes mid-cap if only one FOB activator, potentially no FOBs on time. But notice from Team North, the blue side, they not only have 2 FOBs, but they have 3 FOBs on the map. We have one on the northeastern side near the attack flag at the far mid flag, one in the southeast as well, and one back at the, near their base towards the eastern side. That's 3 FOBs. Now, with these FOBs, you could set a total of 6 mortars down if they wanted to. Now, again, we're only talking 25 players, so some players might be spread thin around the map. But on the opposite side, Team Red Foxes, they have 2 FOBs, one directly on the flag point in the mid-cap. That's a very risky maneuver, but they're making it work. And as their backup FOB, like usual, we have one on the western side near their main base. So usually their back FOBs, they would activate mortars to support shelling fire on the mid-flag. But, in terms of how many FOBs total, we have 3 from blue team, Team North, versus 2 on the western side. And it really depends. You can have a lot of FOBs on the map, but it really, the most important thing is making sure they utilize all those FOBs they have on the map effectively. So if they don't have any defenses on one of the FOBs, it can get backflanked and taken down by the enemy team. But we'll see how this goes. But right now, in terms of the foundation for both teams, very solid indeed. Now going back on the action right now, mid flag so far so good, so far so quiet. Both flags western side have been capped with mortars activated now. Lieutenant Make operating that now on the western side. His mortar line of sight is going down here, so they're going to try to explode some mortars on the southeastern FOB here. Going down to the south, helicopter marks are the marks marking where the explosion marks are happening as well. Abdul's farm is now being capped from the Russian team, Team Red Foxes as well. Going down to the southeastern side, let's see how this FOB is doing. Right now, it's just one squad versus the other squad. Everybody's so far apart right now, but it's going to be a lot of trade for trade shots, and we're going to soon see a lot of explosions happen on the point. But so far, they're just trying to make sure that they do not get backflanked from either squads. Mortars and helicopter marks now being launched on this area now. So we will be seeing explosions happen in the next minute. very soon. I heard a mortar shot happen right there. There is a mortar operator. That's from Team North there, facing south. Helicopter mark with an attack mark there. Mortars now being activated against Team North right now from Red Foxes, launching directly on the point next to the radio. Radio is on the... Radio's right there, taking heavy shots. Oh my gosh. We're going to send a reporter down to check out the situation with the mortars. Wait, what? Oh, jeez. So right now, I'm on the southeastern FOB from Team North right now, taking a lot of mortar fire behind us. Mortars have ceased for a bit. Buys us a bit of time right now, but Red Foxes, they're not going to stop launching mortars at this position. Mortars now being counter-operated by Team North under very strategic location there from Baraku with the opening shed right there, so he's going to be safe for quite a bit. Team Red Fox is going to make a southern flank along the perimeter of the map of Squad 3, just outside the zone right now, taken out by Team North. So we'll revisit that in just a sec, but mortars are being utilized along the northern river. Not too effective yet, but they will be effective very soon. All they gotta do is relocate those mortars and everything will be okay. Going back to Abdul's farm, there's still a little bit trickling shots. Trade for trading right now against Team Blue right there, Team North. Red Fox is taking a lot of heavy hits in the flag point itself, but they're able to hold it because they have the sheer numbers inside. Upper Orchard flag, no mortars on the area just yet, with Squad 6 holding it down the western perimeter right now, but the Red Foxes team are pushing very close to the area. The flag perimeter zone is right there, that little spherical shape thing right there, the cylindrical shape. It's a small cap radius, but they're getting a lot of pressure now from the incoming western squads here from Squad 6. Overall map flow, I just want to explain this again. So right now we have the Red Foxes team making a north flank along the perimeter to try to hit the northern FOB from Team North. Likewise, we have the enemy red team right here from Red Foxes making a west to east assault from the southeast FOB as well. All three FOBs are now known from the Red Foxes team, so they're trying to spread each of the squads accordingly to hit all FOBs simultaneously while also holding the main cap at the mid flag right here. The Red Foxes main FOBs at the center of the flag. Now of course the blue team likewise are pushing at all different directions along the north, going westwards, this one holding on the western end right here, and also sending a couple more players to try to hit the mid flag at the farm. It's going to be very difficult. Again, 25 players, not that many going around the map, but with the FOBs and the mortar supports that both teams are utilizing at all FOBs around the map, things are looking promising. Going back, looks like the majority of the red team players are now spawned in the center of the flag right here. We're going to get up close and personal to see what the situation is in the flag point. Mortars are non-stop going on the flag area right now. We're going to send a reporter down to check the situation. Mortars are still going around the area right now, holding down Abdul's farm. So far, so good, but right now, with the mortar devastation going on the map, the red team from Red Fox is going to have to take shelter until they can get some more players to push against the blue team's FOBs where the mortars are being operated at. So for now, it's just really holding down enough people on the flag and then making sure that the other team members from Red Foxes can take down those back FOBs with the mortars, which will render this flag safer now for the team. Going up as follows, mortar still being operated, 3,000 ammo points and increasing right now from the supplies from Big Shaft near main base right there. Very quick supply run, no devastation yet. Mortars line of sight along the river line, trying to hold back the blue team on the southeastern FOB. Squad 2 from Team North holding it down pretty good. Baraku taking direct mortar shelling fire from the red team right there, yet still not able to stop him. But those shots are getting very close. We're going to get up and close in personal to see how Baroku's doing. Jeez. So right now, here at Baroku taking a lot of shelling fire as Red Fox is unable to take out the mortar user here because of the shelter. So this is a very strategic mortar location. Hopefully, blue team can capitalize on the mortars and safe shelter against the team Red Foxes. Overall map flows as follows. Squad 4 blue team now going to Abdul's farm, hitting it as follows. We're going to check out the situation up northwest right here. Again, lots of red players approaching the area, and they're taking a lot of mortar fire as well. The pressure is high right now. Blue team now pushing in. Kuban taken out by Shoutcastin right there in the flag point. This is what we're looking at. The Hab is on the western side of the flag right now with multiple Fox players on the western side. Blue team just got wiped out with only squad 4 Broski alive from the blue team, along with 3 players on the eastern side, about to hit the perimeter on the southeastern side as well. Darbelli from Fox is going to have to hold down the eastern sector right now before the blue players overrun this flag point. Now, the issue with this area is that the Hab of red team is on the point directly, along with our Hab and the radio on the southern building right there on the shelter. Going down here, blue players getting annihilated right now, trade for trade. One down, I am suspect. Will he be able to get him? Taking out, very nice shot as well. Viking's going to try to revive his teammate, but that's not the end of it. Lyrics is right there on the window side, has full visuals of Viking, going for a revive. It's a very risky maneuver right now. Here comes a flank. Nope, he knows better. Medic's going to try to hold his gun out because he does know that this is the hot zone. There's still a lot of red team players trickling around the point. Another shot's about to get initiated right now against Lyrics. Viking, will he make the game-changing maneuver? It's a 1v2 now. Disastral backs up red team. One down. Nice shot in the headshot and taken out by Lyrics. Nice try to him as well. Back up to the map as follows. Blue team annihilated down here with squad 4 still surviving on the blue team. The northeastern side, squad 7 red team is about to fully engage up on the FOB here, overrunning the area and neutralizing it as follows. Team blue getting pinned down right now on the eastern side where the radio and the Hab is at. The Hab is in the same location as the radio on the eastern side. Red team, oh my gosh! Mortars getting redirected from either, I believe that might be from the north side. Mortars unoperable on the east, on the south fob. We have the eastern FOB from Team North facing southwest towards the middle flag, hitting against the southern side of farm. On this area, these mortars are being launched by the red team, pinning down blue team. Going down here, the Hab is in under the building right there, along with the radio hidden by the doorway in the other secluded room back there. Red team doing really well in the push on the western side. Still trying to cap Orchard, but not enough people to get it. The Hab is slowly coming back up, but it might be proxied again from the incoming squad 7 players on the western side. Down here, multiple helicopter marks launching out with the mortars exploding on the mid flag as well. You can see more explosions on the southwestern side. Exploding the southwest right there, launched from the blue team. Red Fox is taking re-control of the mid flag. So far, so quiet. Going down to the south side, how are they doing? Squad 2 down here, re-securing the southeast FOB against Red Foxes. You can see the dead red players there as Team North tries to recover and tries to get their situation back up and settled. Mortar operator Baraku's back on the mortars facing direct westbound to try to figure out who to attack next. Mortars, Lieutenant Make facing from the west, trickle direct line of fire right there. Potentially going to hit the eastern FOB against squad 2 and 3 from the blue team. The area centered on action right now is this northern FOB, taking a lot of hits and helicopter marks right there from the red team as squad 7 tries to initiate the cap at Orchard. The situation is as follows. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with right now. Mid-flag at Abdul's farm has been fully captured by the red team, Team Red Foxes. Now, utilizing this main FOB from the red team, they're going to try to trickle up players direct northeast to try to hit the northern blue team FOB. Likewise, we have the flanking red team, Red Foxes trying to make a flank around like that, around the perimeter edge of the map. So they're going to hit it from both the western side and along the southwestern side as well from the mid-flag. Now, with double squads focusing the assault on the northern side, it's just a matter of time before the blue team, unless the blue team can hold down the fort with multiple players here, this flag is going to get neutralized very soon from the red team. Southeastern side, blue team so far is doing so good with around 2 small squads centered on the southern blue team side here. But the problem here is that Red Foxes, the Red Fox's mortar operator can easily redirect fire to the northeast or the southeast to try to pin down the enemies accordingly to allow more time for the red team to trickle up to the next flag point right here. Now, in terms of a blue team assault, I think squad 2, you can see squad 2 and squad 5 are trying to make a push right now, but it's very difficult because there's the problems are over here in the circular area. It's all open farm area. There's barely any cover unless you take the river from here along the south side. or you know, you're gonna have to risk it and, you know, go under sniping fire against the red team at the mid flag there. Now we'll refocus on the northern side to see how they're doing right here. Again, multiple mortar fire pinning down team north right there in their shelter, unable to leave the point now. So it's really a matter of making sure that the enemy's backbobs in the mortars are neutralized and, you know, disoperable, to make sure that the team that they're you know, to make sure that the team that's getting pinned down by them can actually get out the building. So that's what Team North here is doing. We go under the area right now. See, people are just holding the door, making sure that they do know the moment they leave, there's a high risk of them getting exploded by the enemy mortars from the red team. The red team's capitalizing on the chaos right now. Like I mentioned, we have one small squad. That is squad 6 for you from the red team, making a wide flank like this, and they're going to turn from north to south like that. Going down here to the south side. Blue team doing so far so good. They're trying to focus a couple defenses against the southwestern river that we could see squad 3 from the red team go from. But right now, they do know they have to send at least one squad to go trickle up northwest to try to hit the mid flag here. Likewise, the blue team here, they do know they might have to turn on the defensive, because now increasing red team players are trickling in from the south and also this side from the northwest as well. Blue team's got to shift on the defensive with the northern FOB, but it's not over yet. They can still go for the offensive, utilizing their southern FOB this way, and that's exactly what they're trying to do right now. And even though they're getting slightly hits right now, Baraku's just trying to focus on close range mortars southwest against squad 3, led by Overpower right there. This is there's a lot of action going on. And again, the good news, even though mid flag has been capped by the red team, and some people might think, oh no, this is not good for Team North. No, not quite. The eastern side, Team North still has their third FOB utilizing their mortar. You can see the mortar line of sight going straight west right now. So he's trying to pin down the western farm flag against Red Foxes there. The FOB from the north side is now getting capped right now by Red Foxes, with rally points being utilized from Team North here, trying to push in from the east into the farm area. Now you can see very carefully, very interesting situation that we're seeing right now. Mortars, of course, they're being exploded directly on the flag point, but some mortars are also launching directly on the eastern side, because the red team knows that there is a rally point somewhere on the far eastern side outside the flag point. So if they can redirect mortars on the east, it can slow down the approach from the people spawning in the rally point from the blue team, and then give enough time for the red team to push in, get corners covered, and then by the time the red team is over here, they can reshift mortars a bit closer, assuming that the blue team managed to navigate around the mortars pushing on the eastern side there. So going back on the flag point right now, red team, like I mentioned, taking full security right now and going directly on the radio. Good news for Team Blue is that we do have one player that made it to the hab. Hab has been deactivated right now through proximity. Wex going around the corner now. Mortars exploding. Going in, will he be able to save it? Takes one out. Going under. Wiped out by Dex. Shovel's coming out soon. X player coming in. Nope, it's not over yet. More players coming in to help save the day. Exploding inside. Red team taking shelter in the hab as blue team maneuvers around, and Dex is going to make a flank on the behind. Takes out tower. Very nice maneuver flank from that, and shot down. Small arms vehicle from Team North backing up along the northeastern side of the flag. So far, so good. Mortars exploding nearby rally point. Going down to the south side, squad 4, Broski, maneuvering on the northeastern of Abdul farm, but he does not have enough people with him. His teammate Kablan has been wiped out, possibly by a mortar. Mortars exploding directly on top of the hab right now. That's being launched, I believe, from the eastern side. Eastern side direct line of sight right there. That is correct. That is being launched from Team North, from the Eastern Poppy Farm FOB, the third FOB on the map. Red team players taking a couple casualties and damage right there. They wipe shop against Broski from Team North. Flag is still in full control, mid-flag, Abdul's farm from red team. Going to the south side, looks like we do have a couple team players from the red team trying to make a little threat devastation right now against squad 3 to the south here. Baraku redirecting mortars against Abdul's farm. Again, situations as follows. A very aggressive push from both teams. Blue team with the heavy defensive line of the eastern side from squad 6's rally point to the east. Although they are about to get overrun from the red team coming in from the west and also from the southwest. Blue team, to countermeasure against Red Foxes, they're utilizing their eastern mortars, shooting direct west to Abdul's farm, and on the southeastern side, blue team sending more people northwest to try to slow down the people spawning from Abdul's farm. The red team, they don't have too much a hard presence right now. That's squad 3 I'm talking about down here. They don't have too many people attacking the southern fob, but they're trying to send maybe 1 or 2 people at a time to, still keep the blue team on their toes on the southern fob here. But the good news is that they have an operable mortar down here facing northwest, and they have an eastern FOB mortar operator on the east there. So middle flag at Abdul's farm can take a lot of mortar shelling fire right now that we're about to see. Going up here, looks like the blue team has now recontrolled and resecured the northern activated hab here at Upper Orchard, now pushing westwards to try to make sure that they have that security they need against the red team here. Mortar still exploding on the western and directly on top of the flag point there. But the players should be okay as long as they spread themselves out and stay under shelter. Going down here to the mid flag as well. Now blue team is now getting around the perimeter of Abdul's farm, but the still majority of the players from Red Foxes are spawned all over the point and holding down the line pretty well. Despite the mortars coming out and causing a lot of devastation for the Red Foxes, they know exactly where to go to evade and dodge the mortar incoming fire. On the south side, looks like, oh wow, very good stuff here. Right now we're seeing very simultaneous push. Squad 4, 5, and Squad 2 along the eastern parallel pushing westwards against the flag. So we're about to see a very aggressive assault right now from the incoming infantry coming all over the northeastern side. Red team, they are now getting pinned down. That gives Team North enough time to send people along the northeastern front lines. Brolski coming in along with team right there on the eastern side of the flag against the Team Red Foxes. Team Red Foxes taking a lot of casualties, reviving each other, and that's it. Team North are now in the eastern perimeter of the area right now. We're about to see some trade-for-trade shots. Lyrics gets takes down by Pac here. More teammates from blue backing up the area along the southeastern corner right here. Overall map flows as follows. Mortar operators still operating as and it's been marked. The hab has been marked by Team Red Foxes here. Squad 10 still holding down the line with Squad 2, and Squad 3 being sent from the blue team to wrap around the perimeter southern edge to make sure there's no red team players here. Again, a lot of helicopter marks designating where the explosions for mortars are happening at. Red team is going to struggle right now as Team North, they're right outside the perimeter of the flag zone. Brolski gets wiped out by a mortar, and Rexel is going to try to save the day. Wipes out Pac right there. Nice save, and that's it. Blue team's going to have to try again for another round to re-secure the point, with more Team Red Foxes spawning on their hab, despite taking a lot of mortar fire. Going along the northern side, Team Red Fox is not giving up yet. They are still in, going hard on the western side, pushing against Squad 6 at Upper Orchard right now. The rally point, you can see Squad 6's red team rally point on the western side. They're still utilizing that to spawn. Maybe not here, but they can at least spawn here and trickle their way up here, try to hit the western side against this next flag here. The good news for blue team is that they still, despite their being in a tight spot on the southeastern side right there, they can get people spreading out along the tree line, the western side, and along the walls to try to hold back the red team here. Ticket counts as follows: 103 to 142. Blue team behind by 40 tickets. Red Fox is leading by 40 tickets. Mid-flag A-OK so far, and we're seeing a lot of explosions and boom boom bangs. Logi still running full supplies of 4,000 ammo back up and running. So you gotta, I gotta really point out, it's really important to really give the special shout out and big props to the Logi runners. Here on Team North, that's Mr. Saint right here. The Logi runners are really critical for this game. Like we've seen for the past 15 minutes, so many mortar rounds, and the mortars are very helpful and decisive in how the pushes and the defenses go. We saw, if it weren't for the mortar pushes from either team, flags will be falling left and right. And with the mortar, the Logi operators from both teams, we just named them earlier, very critical for the game. People really underestimate how effective logistics runners are in this game. They're really the unseen faces of squad that are really the backbone of the team's success, because without mortars, without logistics, without the ammo supplies on the front lines, teams can fall apart really quickly. So as they say, logistics wins the game. So over here, not much progress against the FOBs yet. Red team has a solid foothold on the farm flag, and the team knows that even though it's risky to put a hab directly on the flag point. They do know if they're going to go this path to make a hab and a radio directly on the flag and an active flag as well, especially the mid flag, they have to dedicate at least 2 squads to defend the flag, and that's what they're doing. And that if you don't do that, the flag will quickly fall. On the northern side, blue team still has a solid defense right now. So right now, it's really difficult that we can see. Red team, like I mentioned, has solid security at the mid flag with their hab. Blue team, same thing as well. Solid security in the northeastern side, despite taking a couple western perimeter pushes from the red team on this side. Blue team, they're dedicating more spawns up here, and their FOB is further to the east slightly, but same situation as mid flag. Their hab is on an active flag directly on top of the point. It's understandable because Korra is not a big map to start with, so your placements of FOBs, you might as well set it on top of the point. Now, if you're going to do that, like I mentioned, you have to make sure you have the people to defend it. That's what they're making work very effectively. They're spawning as many people as they can on top of the hab that happens to be on the flag point, and they're getting the defenses going really well. Now, the thing that's really slowing down the teams, of course, is the mortars exploding everywhere around the map. The mortar operators from both teams are very accurate. Wherever they need to launch, they will launch there, and they will not miss. And all they need to do is being told what the target is, and in less than 15 seconds, you're seeing mortars come down. And you can see the mortars that come down, it's causing both teams to have to really take shelter or kind of take their approach to make an assault very carefully. They have to keep moving. If they stop, they will get a shell dropped on them from a mortar operator. But so far, red team, despite taking a lot of trickling fire along the left side right there from the blue team, they're holding this flag. They're holding this flag so far, so good. On the south side, looks like red team has pulled off against the southern FOB here. So that means blue team, they can still utilize their mortar here, facing northwest to try to hit the flag from mortar shells. And they can send a couple more infantry going here. Now, of course, the blue team, they do know, Team North, they know that they should not leave the western side open here. So they're going to kind of keep maybe 1 or 2 people here to try to hold the line here. Red team, squad 3, they're going to try to shift forces back. It looks like his trajectory of his approach is going to try to defend the mid flag and get some more people on Abdul's farm. On the northern side, it looks like mortars are being operated on the western side to try to slow down the red team's approach, and blue team sending more people on the northwestern side to try to hit the people going for the next flag at Upper Orchard. So going up here, you can see they're really at the corner right there. Snail takes out 11 right there, and now moving down southeast. He's pretty far out, but he's going to get very close very soon. Team North still holding down the walls. Couple casualties and getting revived from the medics right there. On the eastern side, are we seeing any backflanks around the flag? No, there are not. So right now the battle tide has actually shifted to really a vertical front line. Like that we saw earlier in the round, we had a lot of move marks on the north side and along the south side as well. Despite the mid flag being literally in the middle of the map, both teams know that they have to have the territory control. You have to have people here, you have to have people here, and of course you have to have people in the active flags as well. So you can see no backflanks with any red team members from red boxes on this side, no blue team flanking on the western side in the red team's territory here. So everybody's now clustered along a vertical north to south line here, utilizing their spawn points. Blue team, they have 2 spawn points, 1 up here on their active flag for the defense, 1 down here on the southern side, mainly utilized for mortars and making an assault along the southern side towards Abdul's farm. Red team, they have their center FOB to operate from to attack either northeast, or maybe if they wanted to, they could start sending people southeast to hit this back FOB from the blue team. And of course, they have their western FOB for mortar support to launch eastwards against the active flag there. So both teams' FOB security is super solid right now. Very super solid defenses from both teams. And down here, again, you can see multiple Team North players are coming in right now, and they're getting slowed down a bit from the incoming mortar fire, but Team Fox, they're ready. They're allowing Team North to actually get inside the corner, the edge right there of the flag, but they already have red team players clustered around here and a couple more here soon to hold down the perimeter of the flag. You see so many explosions right now as we come in. I'm going to send a reporter down to check out the situation. So right now, behind me, I'm on the southeastern side of Abdul's farm at the mid flag right now. Multiple mortars getting launched by both teams directly on the flag point behind me. So with the blue team members of Team North that I'm with on the eastern side of this flag, it's going to be very difficult for us to push in, especially with all the explosions going on. So it's going to take us quite a while before we can finally breach the back end of the compound of Abdul's farm. So far, so good. Still full security along the flag on the south side. 4,700 ammo for the mortar operator here. And he's still launching northwest along the eastern side of Abdul's farm. On the north side right here is like the Squad 6 still having a lot of trouble. Red team. Captain Smale having a hard time along with Dex there. And Nairo pushing on the western side against Team North. As we get up here, up close and personal, right now, Team Red Fox is about to push up against the wall on the western side of the next attack flag for them. Dex is one of their sharpest shooters on their team. You can see right now, it's going to get crazy. A grenade comes out, might actually hit. Oh, Falda. Falda repositioned himself away from the hot zone. Holding behind the rocks right there. Very nice maneuver. So far, so good. Going down here, looks like more eastern attacks. So the good news for the blue team is that they have rally points. They don't have to use their FOB habs to make an assault in the mid flag. You can see there's a Squad 5 rally point there along with Squad 2 support on the southeastern side. Rally points are also critical for the game, and they're being set off outside the point somewhere in the farm line to make sure that whatever team decides if they could utilize their rallies to make some backflanks instead of going a direct line of sight from hab to hab. So rally points, very critical for the game and being effectively utilized by both teams to make some backflanks and some sneaky gameplay. Team North coming in right now, about to climb the walls. Very few red team players as well. Hab has been accurately marked by Team Blue to squads 5 and 2 coming in right now on the eastern southeastern side. Getting shot. Radial's just right next to this player right here. Team North. Grenade comes out. Wiped out along the valley. Oh, jeez. So a lot of enemies right now down the alleyway. As blue team with me trying to push up inside the building. The radial's inside this building right next to me where I'm pointing at right now. It's getting really hot with a lot of sniper fire. A lot of smoke grenades coming out now. Resecured by Team Red Foxes here. Looks like Red Team is now overrunning the northern point. They have gotten inside the flag perimeter. Mortars coming out and devastating the Red Team right now. If Red Team cannot get inside the western shelter, they're going to be in for a lot of trouble. The good news is that multiple Blue Team members now respawning on the eastern hab and getting the people they need on this flag point very quickly. Massive spawn from Blue Team is now they trickle out and force themselves into the next building to try to wipe out to wipe out the Red Team players in the building on the eastern side. Oh, jeez! Oh, jeez. And that's it. Nice defense push from Riddle and Backhill, but that's not it. Viking coming in. Will he save it? Saves the day. Viking saves it with team here. Team North resecuring the flag. This is a really good view of what the situation is right now. You can see multiple mortar explosions coming out back up here at the upper orchard flag. Likewise, a lot of multiple mortar explosions on the southeastern side as well. So you can see Red Team still clustered at the middle flag at Abdul's farm, and a lot of Blue Team members, they just barely saved it. I'm telling y'all, Team North, they did really good here to get the mass spawns up at the right time to push the enemies back westwards against upper orchard flag. So now Blue Team, despite the explosions going on, they're trying to get some more people to resecure and reposition themselves around the perimeter of the flag cap. Same thing with the Red Team. They're just trying to make sure they get enough people here at all times and not moving away from the flag, but to make sure that they're safe under shelter against the mortar fire occurring. South FOB from Team North right now, if you're wondering how that's doing. It's accurately marked by the red team, but in terms of an assault from Red Foxes to try to take out the southern blue team FOB, we won't see that happen because everyone's spread thin right now. Again, this is 25 versus 25. It's you know, it's really tough to get everybody to make back flanks on every single hab and FOB on the map. So they really got to prioritize playing the flags right now. But the good news for both teams is they have solid FOB placements. They're able to spawn their habs and get a quick assault going. And looks like, oh jeez, Louise, this is it. Looks like we see a very effective positioning from Team North right now along the northeastern side, along the farm walls. This is it. Team North positioning as best they can behind every shelter they see. Now pushing westwards against the flag at mid-flag. Mortars exploding, looking pretty hot, a lot of casualties. On the northern side, looks like blue team still has full security along upper orchard flag, with incoming squad 6 red team player on the far northern side. Helicopter marks exploding at where the mortars are exploding at. Not hitting anybody, but at least causing a lot of shaking devastation against Red and Dex up there from red team. Down here, Team North, Hawk is down. Another Shawley is down as well. Null is also down. Broski, Viking. Broski's going to try to revive Viking soon, but taking a couple shots on the northwestern side there. Couple snipers. Darbelli holding that northeastern corner along with Disastro as well. Fox still has full security of Abdul's farm in the mid-flag. Helicopter marks exploding on the eastern side, trying to stop the approach from the blue team right there. South side, blue team, FOB still hot and active. So far, so good. Again, no assault on the south side from Red Foxes against the southern FOB. Multiple Red Fox team players spawning on their hab on the western, sorry, not the hab, multiple rally point spawns on the western side and sending people to hit the flag instead of spawning directly in the hab. That's fine. That's totally fine. Just making sure that if they spawn in the hab, they might be taking direct mortar fire. So they could still utilize their western rally point spawning in a safer location and then push towards the flag. But it's not over yet. Red team, now they're pushing hard against the northern side. On the northern side, they're initiating right now. Ticket cap as follows. 29 tickets to 85 tickets. Red Fox is leading by 50 tickets. Red team still going hard on the assault on the northwestern side, northwestern walls. Dex again at the same position. Will he get lucky against Cowboy right there at the rocks? We shall see. Has to deal with 4 people hiding behind rocks right now. A lot of risky maneuver gameplay that we're about to see. That's an ammo bag right there. Reloads ammo, picks the bag back up, and about to take a corner action right now. Line of sight right there. Not too many people along the opening ridge of the wall. Peeking up right now against the people on the rocks. Some shot from Cowboy. Takes down Cowboy. We're seeing a lot of Dex gameplays, and he's marking that for his teammates right there as they come back him up from the northwestern side. Dex takes the river line directly west of the flag point and goes directly for the opening of the building. It's going to go to the same spot that the red team was holding just earlier. Overall map flows as follows. Logi still running supplies. Orchard, multiple spawns, and fresh blue team rally point on the eastern side for full security. Dex, first red player to take the point right now inside. Going down under the building to see what kind of room he's in. Looks like he has a window there and a doorway opening. Holding down the line. Checking out overall map, eastern side. A lot of blue team players with squad 7. And a full squad right there from Red Fox is coming in hard right now on the western side of flag. That's it. We're about to see the action. That's it. The engagements are about to happen. Dex opening fire to provide backup for his teammates. Back for 6 ahead from the eastern side. Grenade comes out into the building. Will it hit Dex? Takes out Dex. Nice grenade. This is risky. Squad 6 still coming on the north side along with Squad 7 on the western side. They need to push in fast. And they're about to. Right in the ditch. And now they're going to redirect their forces going straight through the door. Blue team got a couple people from Team North on the eastern side. Rockets coming out. Mortars getting redirect launched right now. Facing northeast. Let's kind of make is re-angling, re-rotating the mortar to try to hit the south side potentially at Orchard. Red team is now inside the area right now. Explosions coming out. That's it. Team North is going to make a hard push against the building. Opening fire. Gonna go under the building. Multiple players right now holding down the corners right here. Main entrance right here, so he's gonna have to loop around and then hit that and then trickle this way and then boom, like that. Nice save that. Beffers double kill. That's it. Red team has now overrun the flag and neutralizing it now. Hab from Team North deactivated and proxied. The flag is in trouble. Rally point from Squad 6, Team North. Blue team is still active. Remarkable gameplay from the red team, from Red Foxes right here. 2 players still alive on the south side. Team North, 3 players. They can try to save it. 1 down. At this point, the flag is going to be stopped. It's getting recaptured right now from Team Blue. Team North. Mortars coming out. Team North has to reposition quickly or else the explosions will kill them. Red team staying under shelter away from the mortar fire. Beffers, if he can hold this will be a legendary gameplay. Got up against Quime. Gonna see him get shot from the behind. Taking out the medics and shot. Nice shot from the medic. Nice save. Quime overrunning the building right now. Recapping. Squad 6. Red Foxes on the north side, ready to go with their fresh rally point northwest near the flag. They have repositioned it closer to the flag with Squad 7's rally point on the western side of the farmland. Respawning, but it's going to take about 45 seconds to get in. Upper Orchard now being resecured by the blue team, Team North, to count 12 to 70. Red Fox is still leading by about 60 tickets. Squad 7 repositioning as follows, the fresh rally point there. And the FOB at the Abdul's farm still full security right now with Squad 5 Team North moving along the eastern side, going up potentially just go straight north, or they're going to try to slow down the people coming from Abdul's farm, the main middle flag there. Looks like Squad 5, Red Foxes, they've had enough of the eastern FOB at the south, so they're going to try to initiate right now against the blue team. It's getting close. Sergeant Makarov right there. A couple explosions coming out. He might actually get a kill before the round ends right here. Mortars still being operated by Barack, facing northwest, launching against middle flag at Abdul's farm. Sergeant Makarov coming in right here. Looks like they see him. Team North opening fire against Sergeant Makarov. Here it goes. Coming around the corner. Staring contest. One shot. Legendary. Resecured by Team North, but that's not the end of it. Squad 3, Overpower along with Medic, Heisenberg, still going to push in east. Squad 5 getting pinned down the eastern ridge line of the north to south line right here. They're getting pinned down the wall with multiple snipers watching over the walls here. Explosions causing a lot of screen shake right now, preventing Fox from getting a good line of sight fire against the incoming eastern north Team North people, but the grenade kills Viking. Northern side, blue team resecuring the northern side with Squad 6 red team going to make a push on the northern side there again for a 4th attempt at the flag. Going up north, it's going hot. They're right outside the opening of the wall right there. But the good news for blue team is they have full security despite taking a lot of grenades right there, especially on the eastern side. Queen and X-Play are going to spread themselves around the flag to try to take out the incoming red team players right there. Queen is going to have to, looks like Becko's still alive. We're about 45 minutes into this match. It's going to be a very close match. Queen May's going to make an engagement right now around the corner. Nice shot from Becko right there. Late game-changing maneuver. How's the northern squad's doing? Taking a lot of hits right now in the northern forest, right outside the wall. Gursek is down, along with team there. Team North resecuring the point. No! Smail's still on. He's on the radio. He's inside the hab. Holding it down. That's SL number 5. Sorry, SL6, I believe. Yep, that should be SL6. Holding down the hab. Radio's on bleed out. The radio is on bleed out right there. Smell taken out by McTavish. Nice save, but the radio, is that the radio? Could be the radio. No, that looks like the ammo crate. My bad. I can't remember. No, the radio, sorry. The radio's here. Radio's not on bleed out. It's safe. Has a direct access point through the wall of the hab. That's the ammo crate. False alarm, but close call. Ticket counts as follows: 8 to 59. Will Team North be able to turn this around? Ticket margin's gonna be close. Mortar still exploding in the same spot right now. Overall map flows as follows. A lot of pressure right now from the mortars exploding on the eastern side of the mid flag. Likewise, red team still providing double squad pressure along the western side and along the northwestern side against Team North on the blue side. Team North still have solid security on the point despite a lot of tug of wars and trading fire, 1v1s. Team North, Team Blue is still able to hold the northern flag. South FOB, despite taking a couple trickling pressure from the western red team squads here, the smaller red squads, the blue team is still able to hold the point and utilize mortars northwest against Abdul's farm to pin down and slow down the enemy's Red Fox's assault, trying to go northeast to try to hit the next flag here. So based on ticket margins right now, we're about to end the round very soon. This is where it ends. All FOBs have stayed around the map. No FOB takedowns. Very close calls. Very solid mortar gameplay. And looks like we might end the match with the red team holding down mid flag and Team North having a solid defense on the northern side. Now it is being overrun right now on the northern side by the red team. Neutralized. They're on the hab. Getting under here, red team's holding down the hab at all directions right now. That's Dex and Gerchek right there. Holding down the doors, taking out Team North right there. They can take out the radio. They can try to lock it in with the ticket cap. Mortars exploding. More red team players supporting the western side, about to neutralize Upper Orchard right now in about 10 seconds. One ticket left, -1 per min. The game will end in less than 30 seconds. Dex overrunning the hab at the last moment right now. Blue team getting overrun on the eastern side with mortars holding down on the eastern side, preventing their push outside the flag cap. This is how it ends. Full security at mid-flag right there from red team. And that's it. Minor defeat. The Russian ground forces, Red Foxes, win the battle by 54 tickets. We're gonna go ahead and check out the scoreboard right now. There it is. Have a good look at that. Great job to both teams for a remarkable gameplay. Timeline as follows. Flags capped at the beginning of the match. One Logi lost. One Logi destroyed here. Tickets falling quickly. All right, we'll be on a 5-minute break. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another exciting round of the squad tournament. My name is Socrates, your Shoutcaster for today. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're on now the second round of this wonderful match between Team North versus Team Red Foxes. This is the Master Squad League, the MSL tournament. Special shout out to the tournament staff, the organizers, the different teams and the clans participating in this tournament. And especially thank you to all of you, the players, the friends, the families supporting and participating in this tournament. We hope everyone enjoys this legendary match on Korra in this weekend's tournament. It's going to be really legendary gameplay. We saw a lot of epic maneuvers and teamwork last round, a lot of mortar fire, a lot of FOBs placed around the map, solid defense, solid offense, and of course, legendary tactics. Again, my name is Socrates, your Shoutcaster. Hope that y'all enjoy the stream. Make sure to follow and subscribe for more epic streams. Check out the Discord channel at the !Discord command. I'm always on Discord all the time, and we're about to get started very soon. And happy Sunday to everybody. Happy holidays coming up. And let's get into this. Let's enjoy this wonderful game called Squad. Bye, Squad, today. And I'll see you all in the front lines. Good stuff. We are about to get started.
Skirmish. Поединок за закрепиться в районе. Push out. Secure all objective areas.
All right. Second round is now here. We're going to switch the screen in just a second here. All right, this is it. Welcome back, everybody. So let's go ahead and analyze the map. We have just joined the Fox team. Red Fox is on the USA team on the northeastern side of the map. The Russian team on the southwest here is going to be on team north side now. Last round, the teams were flipped on opposite ends. So this side, they're going to be playing on the opposite team as well. So right now, we're going to be on the team Red Fox's team to hear their comms. Last round, we were on team north side. So a lot of great comms, a lot of great action that we saw on this map. We have 5 flags, mid flag being Abdul's farm in the middle of the map here. Upper Orchard on the southeastern side. We have a southwestern flag over here as well. We see right now the teams just got created with a couple squads here. A lot of move mark declarations around the northern side of the map. Looks like they're going to try to get around the perimeter of the mid flag at Abdul's farm to try to get the back FOBs going, and of course getting a good land security from north to south here. Because of how small this map is, the circular side of this map is going to be a lot of west to east action, east to west. Not really much of a north to south because of, you can see the outside of the map is already here and down here as well. Last round we saw that both teams utilized multiple FOB placements to try to make north and south flanks against each other. Again, a lot of what these small maps entails is a lot of territory control, making sure you have a lot of FOBs at the back end to send a lot of mortar support, and also making sure that even though the mid flag is direct center of the map, that you have to make sure that you have some security along the north side and along the south side as well to make sure you don't get flanked from the behind. See, a lot of staging phase ends in another minute here. You can see a lot of move marks being repositioned right now on the northern side. Likewise, we have a direct marked action right here on the mid flag at Abdul's farm. Likewise, on the south side, near the river side, possible another FOB activation here. So a lot of action is going to be going on. Both teams have 2 small arms vehicles, 2 lodges, and I believe 3 transport trucks. There's no LAVs, no tanks. There will not be any commander assets in this match, so no artilleries, no barrages, no airstrikes, but there will be mortar utilization throughout this match. So we will still have the opportunity to see a lot of boom, boom, bang explosion action. So we'll go ahead and see how everyone does right now. Looks like we have an aggressive push on the western side of Abdul's farm here. River Estates on the south side being marked by Team Red Foxes that they might be going for an aggressive assault past the mid flag to try to hold Team North at their tracks along the river here. All right, the match is about to begin. We wish everybody the best here with the team, and looks like vehicles are now starting. Let's get into it. A reporter just got hit in the front lines. He should be okay. Rolling out hard. Western side, small arms vehicle, Cowboy and Tower holding back line. Full Logi from Team North, and along with secondary Logi in the north side with full squad going up north. First engagements are about to happen very soon. Logi diverting towards Poppy Farm for an FOB activation from small squad, along with main Logi, secondary Logi from Darbell Hader going direct west. Activation east of Abdul's farm. Small arms vehicle operated by Jules and Bilali backing up the Logi along the secondary small arms vehicle and going on the south side with transportation truck. And Team North activating direct FOB activation on River Estates on the western side there. Now moving up north with their transport truck going to Abdul's farm. Vehicles opening fire right now against each other. On the south. Tower and Cowboy. Fox vehicle down. Taking fire. Tiger goes further east. Tower and Cowboy hits the wall there. Causes a lot of devastation up against the vehicle from USA team there. FOB is getting activated very quickly along the map. FOB east side, squad 2, Fox team there with squad 5, Team North pushing in. Full infantry now on the western side, close to the point. Looking over the mid flag right now. First 2 players from Fox team getting inside the flag perimeter. On the north side, we have a fresh FOB activation from squad 6 from Team North in the compound, in the compound right there against an eastern North Orchard FOB. Sorry, northeastern spawn. Sorry, it's been a long day. Northeastern flag, squad 3 and squad 6 Fox team. Double infantry squads now pushing westbound and capping Upper Orchard. Eastern FOB from Team Fox there at Poppy Farm getting settled. So far, so good, with Red Team disembarking Team North on the far southeastern side, making a far backflank. This is very interesting what we're seeing right now. We have a backflanking Red Team squad going east there. FOB activated from Blue Team here, and also here. Red Team FOBs here on the western side of the western side on their back flag, and one northwest for their assault FOB. Habs coming up very quickly with helicopter marks marking where the mortar should fire at right now. Mortar's coming up very soon. We already got one mortar operated right now. That's possibly from the south side. Operated by Team North, now repositioning to the northeast to try to hit the blue team members along the northern edge of the map. Now assaulting Team North along the northwestern FOB that they have. Explosions coming in very soon. Red team, they are taking a bit of some threats right now on their north FOB, but the good news for them, Team North now inside the flag perimeter against Team Fox on the eastern side. No direct FOB activation on the western side from Team North here, but at least have a closer FOB here directly on their back flag there. Team Red Fox is also going aggressive on the eastern FOB activation here, sending players through the farm to hit direct east of Abdul's farm there. Upper Orchard getting capped right now on the northern side by Fox team there.
Adam sabit. Sildim bak tüm markları.
Looking right now on Abdul's farm, eastern side, full security from Team North, building the building. So far, so good. The south side right here. Squad 7, Fox, going back behind the lines. Squad 3, Team North, taken out by Blue Team. With Queen May, Team North, Combat Engineer, going to try to get behind the FOB to try to set a C4 in that position. Going to monitor the situation on the eastern side really quick to see what's going on here. It's been marked right now. Small arms vehicle from Jules and Bilali, operated by Team Fox down there. They're holding down the eastern FOB to make sure they do not get a behind flank. Now the comms are going out right now, notifying the blue team members that there are trickling enemies from the red team along the eastern side that got behind their lines. So they're going to try and make sure their southern end right here is going to be secure. Queemai is a long, far away ahead. He's going to have to get through the vehicle. Vehicle's getting a couple shots from far, though. Explosions coming out. Fox now pushing along the eastern edge with their FOB hab in the clustered building here. Now pushing out on foot. Now they have to go through a small farm section as they approach from the east against Team North there, holding down the southeastern side of the building. Small mosque has been lost. Overall flag cap is as follows. So what we have here now, Team North with the double FOBs west of the mid flag right here on their back flag, and also one directly up north here. They're spreading half their team up north and half their team down south, holding down the mid flag as best they can. Blue team, they're going to get a couple threats on the southeastern side very soon from the incoming red team player here. It's a small squad, but it can cause a lot of damage if they manage to find that back FOB. Now, the good news from Red Fox is that they have their eastern FOB right near the point that they can quickly send people within less than 200 meters of a walk across the farm to hit the eastern side really hard. So, right now, both teams have two FOBs, both sides, doing really well and just getting themselves clustered and settled until they can get their mortars up. And then we're going to see, once again, mortars going out throughout all the rounds, throughout this entire round, as both teams try to make a hard push despite the casualties. Looks like Fox team hugging the wall right now on the northern southeastern edge right there on the flag, and they're getting close and lucky, getting just outside the point, getting very close to Velaton there and Viking. Explosions coming out, smoke mortars to cover their approach. That's a very good timed mortar right there, trying to figure out where that mortar is being operated from. Smoke grenades coming out right now as Fox comes in hard. This is it. Fox is now in. Penetrating the point right now at Upper Orchard. Full security from Red Fox is pinning down the red team players up north. They're going to be in trouble there until they can patch themselves, get their health back up, and push out east towards Upper Orchard. Upper Orchard still full security right now from Fox team right there. McTavish going to try to make a flank up against Biko there. He's going to go around. Gets shot down from Biko. Red team's going to have a difficult time pushing up that Upper Orchard. It's getting explosions right now, but not hitting anybody on the flag so far. Ticket count 203 to 203. Both teams are even on tickets. It's still tied. Now on the flag, Fox overpowering the point right now, taking out Team North. Again, Team North spawn point is at the far western side at the back flag here. Squad 2 down here. Team North, Srilapano. Oh, Pac's gonna have to run very far back to the point. Good news at Squad 5, Team North, Brolski and Suspect still outside the point. A lot of smoke grenades are on the point right now as Team Fox gets inside, going to building, room to room. Now wiped out by Veloton to try to secure the point. Flag is now being tug-of-warred right now, neutralized. It can go either way right now. Full security now. Veloton barely makes a save right there. Now the only survivor on the... Nope, not the only survivor. Fox, I am the suspect, still alive. Full health now he has to be up against. Another team from Red Fox's team gonna make a flank on the building right now. Going through the building. Inside, gets shot! Broski backing them up right now. Flag is still hot. Kuban backs up on the other side as well on the flag. Suspect just outside the corner perimeter as well. Squad 2 now pushing east. Going trickling to the west. South side, Squad 2 down here. Team North still getting a bit of trouble. A couple shots from the eastern side, but it looks like Red Team has it under control now here. So it looks like Squad 2 is going to reposition and move up north here. Blue Team, Red Fox is still spawning a couple people in the hab. Going to trickle down here to hit hard from the east. On the northern side, Squad 2 is going to try to make a hard assault right now. Situations as follows. We're seeing a double action right now. One on the northern side as Blue Team Red Fox is going to try to send an infantry squad west to attack this FOB from the Red Team from Team North, alongside with an active Red Fox FOB that they're having people spawn on the hab move westbound to hit the eastern side of the mid flag. On the south side, the infantry squads did have a couple of shootouts right here, but it looks like it's clearing up right now with the Red Team, Team North now sending their survivor squads right here going up north to back up the team trying to defend the mid flag. On the eastern side, Red Foxes is about to get hit really hard from the small squad from the eastern side from Team North. They have a combat engineer that's going to try to get into the back FOB position to disable their hab, possibly set the C4 and take out the foundations of the Blue Team. That's Red Foxes. Going back up here, looks like the Red Team down here is going to try to clear shop here. They're going to send their people east instead of north. They're trying to make sure that at least, just to make sure, as long as there's one survivor from the opposing team, it's still not safe. So you can see the rally point from Squad 7 is still here from the Blue Team. So if the Red Team, they can try to get closer to the eastern side to delete the rally points from the Blue Team, so that from there, once they're convinced that's safe down there, the Red Team can push up north to make a backflank against the Blue Team's FOB here. The good news for them, Squad 4 Blue Team here has our fresh rally point now pushing down southwest to engage. So the southern fort has not fallen yet. Now on the mid flag right now, you can see a lot of players still on the Blue Team. They're, one by one, people are getting sent into the flag at Abdul's farm right now. It's really difficult to try to secure the point. Again, 25 versus 25, not too many people going around, but again, a lot of pressure for both teams as they're being spread thin across Cora right now, trying to make sure you have a lot of 1v1 shootouts and just about making sure the mortars can really support the team effectively. You can see the mortars now being launched as smoke mortars to cover the approach of both teams as they try to get into of course, now everyone's inside the flag cap, but at this point, utilizing the smoke mortars to their advantage, they're going to try to get to a good safe building corner to try to hold the door. Going down here to the south side, like I mentioned, little small shootouts between both teams on here. It is still decisive though. Whoever can hold the southern land here. Makarov on the northern side. Looks like Senility and Shranoplanel wiped down the south side. So Aeronov on the roof there. Gonna get seen. Possibly seeing each other right now. We're about to have an engagement. Grenade gets launched out. Gun comes out. Very nice shot at that. Grenade gets exploded right there. Nice save by Sergeant Makarov. Going on the northern side. Like I mentioned, Queen Mai's going in there to try to get the combat engineer going for the explosion with a potential C4 drop on the radio. 3 players right there. Squad 3 from Team North going to engage against the lat right there. Big Chef. Big Chef knows that something is coming down. He's going to scan over down east to see what's going on there. It's like squad lead's going to see that very soon. An explosion comes out. The mortars are being launched against the Logi right now. That's been marked by Squad 3 leader. That's very smart. They're going to utilize Squad 3's intel for logistics to try to send mortar fire against the Logi to the east. That's a very smart move, and a C4 gets launched right now. C4 has been set inside. Quimai going right there. You check out the C4 placement. That's it. Quimai right now on the western side of Poppy Farm disables the area. Zooming out as follows. This FOB is about to fall very quickly. Overall situations as follows. Eastern FOB from Red Fox is now falling right now from the small squad from Team North in the east. Squad 3 leader marked for his mortars to launch against the blue team's Logi truck on the eastern side. The mortars finished off the Logi, just dropping mortar shells in that. And quickly, Squad 3 is going to make the flank here. And utilizing his combat engineer, making sure this FOB from blue team falls, the foundational FOB nearby the main base for Red Foxes. If this FOB falls, the only FOB they can rely on now is this western FOB near the mid flag. And from that point, Squad 3 from Red Team is going to move from east to west to try to hit the mid flag and try to hit the second FOB from the behind. So right now, they're trying to make sure that we're seeing a lot of back flankings right now that Team North is doing. It's effective right now. But will they be able to get a successful push from east to west and sandwich this blue team FOB? We shall see. Now this flag being neutralized by the blue team right now. It's still being tug-of-war with more red team, Team North players supporting the point right there. As we get back on the flag point, we check out the northwestern side. Blue team now sending double squads against the western Team North FOB there. They're taking a lot of casualties. We'll check that out in just a second here, but let's check out how the main flag is going at the mid flag. Let me fix my camera zoom right now. Facing true north, this is what we're dealing with. We got multiple blue team members at Abdul's farm. Just coming in along the northern corner. Mortars slowing down their approach right now as Team North tries to come in from the southwestern side. Again, mortars are being activated. Mortars are being utilized by both teams right now. It's really insane how the mortars are just really affecting the gameplay in a good way. Because it affects how the teams approach the flag, not just from a linear formation, but they have to make flanks to avoid the explosions, to avoid getting hit by the enemies as they try to take down their fobs from the opposing teams. Over here, looks like we have a tight FOB right now with that blue team Red Fox is trying to get into. The hab, you can see the little netting right there, right at the doorway, and people are inside the hab. Let's get inside the area to see what's going on right here. Multiple bodies in the hab, but it looks like they just secured an A-OK, but that was taking a lot of devastation right there from blue team, holding down and camping the hab. But that's not the end of it. The blue team, Red Fox's squad 6, is now pushing in with more infantry. They're going to get into the point. The logi truck from Red team is still alive, but it looks like the wheels are taken out by a bit, or the engine damaged. And this is it. They're now in. Jeez. They're going in right there. At the building, at the wall. They're going to try to make a flank. Looks like he's going to get on the rooftop to try to drop on top of the hab. People are still spawning in it. That's squad 6 from Team North. Mortar set on the river on the western side there. Operated by Baraku, but he's going to have to get off the area right now to make sure they secure their FOB. Mortars will cease for a bit, while blue team capitalizes on the devastation to utilize their own mortars. Should be on the eastern side somewhere, I believe. Oh, nope, that's actually being set from the western FOB from Team North, facing north. So these are Team North mortars being launched on their own mortars. Sorry, being launched on their own half. So this is what we're dealing with right now. North FOB from Team North is in trouble from the incoming blue team members, but red team, Team North is going to take a risky approach by utilizing their mortar facing north to try to shell it directly on top of their hab. They risk a lot of team kills that we just saw. People are getting team killed from red team here, but at the cost, they got to make sure they resecure the northern FOB or else they will lose the foothold on the mid flag right here. Blue team still causing a lot of pressure right now on the mid flag. It's still a lot of tug of war battles right now. Ticket count 156 to 159. We're only 15 minutes past the hour right now. 15 minutes into the match, and it's still even for ticket counts. So far, so good. And again, it's just really, both teams are tied. Both teams are completely even in terms of their gameplay, their maneuvers, their flanking, and their mortar utilization. Again, 25v25, it's really hard to tug of war this. They have to really outposition each other very good and a very good timing in order to overpower the point. Looks like we're about to see some more action right now as the blue team goes from building the building on the mid flag again, attempt number 4 to try to take out the red team presence on the flag. They're securing, building the building room to room right now. They're about to close in on Velaton. Velaton's going to have to close in really quick right now and hold the building. He's in a very nice strategic corner location. There's a door right there, but the only entrance point is right here. Trade for trade shot. Nice attempt at Velaton for that, as blue team now overpowers the point and initiates the flag cap at Abdul's farm. On north side, looks like they're about to get some security right now with a lot of casualties despite the explosions. Looks like red team has this under control. The blue team presence has been almost wiped out, but they still have the blue team, Red Foxes, still has a fresh north rally point that they can utilize and trickle down and walk a bit far away. That's about 300-meter distance to the hab to hit. Squad 1 looks like Red Foxes, they have a northern mortar away from the hab, away from danger, to still utilize and face westbound to try to maybe hit a hit at Abdul's farm. Squad 2, led by Darbelli, getting that full security going. Red team scrambling players. Team North on the western side pushing up north and also pushing northeast to try to get to Abdul's farm right now. Abdul's farm is in full control now by Red Foxes. Red Fox full security right now with a fresh FOB hab, safe and sound on the southeastern side. This player spawned there. On the south side, what's going on down here? On the south side looks like the south side, we have a lot of small arms fire. Like I mentioned, it's all about territory control in this map. As long as they can keep the people and the threats away from the south side, they can focus more efforts on the north side where the hab is at, and also on the mid flag over here. So right here, there's still a couple small squads kind of checking in on each other, making sure that nobody's trying to do a back flank like this, or maybe to the west like this. But you see, most of the assault has been happening along the north to south, along with some back FOB flanking maneuvers that we saw earlier this match. But again, multiple mortars exploding. It's causing both teams to kind of slow down in their tracks. You kind of think methodically, how are they going to go to the next flag safe and sound without getting shot by a shell mortar? Going down here, that's South FOB. Mortars operated by Team North down there, 3,800 ammo facing northeast, exploding nearby mid-flag right here. Full security now from Red Foxes, and you can see the mortars exploding right on point. Going up north. This North FOB is getting heavily hit right now. Red Foxes gonna have to hold down. Double squads approach from the western side. Again, this is a long walk in the farm. Barely any cover. They have to use walls in the tree line for covering themselves, or utilize their mortars for smoke mortars as they try to get to the western side of the flag. A new hab gets built, rebuilt from here to Abdul's farm on the western side. This is a risky maneuver right now, but at least they can get a direct spawn on the flag. Suspect is about to get close to the flag right now. A couple red team players pushing down south to try to get close to Abdul's farm right now. Mortars exploding. Those mortars, I believe, are coming from the east. Lieutenant Make facing a direct west mortar shot, and very accurate hit against Team North right here. Exploding that farm area, slowing down their tracks, preventing Team North from pushing on the northern side of the mid-flag. I want to zoom out real quick to kind of explain the situation, what we're dealing with. So, what we're seeing right now is truly remarkable gameplay. We have the Eastern Red Foxes mortars off the screen right there, launching mortars along the northern side where the North FOB from Team North is at. We saw a lot of pressure from Blue Team being applied to the enemy Red Team FOB on the north side, because they know that in order to keep the mid flag at Abdul's farm safe and to prevent a sandwich situation, they have to make sure that one of the fobs, especially the north one, has to fall, so that the red team at Team North is going to be forced to send players directly west. So what blue team is trying to do again is territory control, and also making sure that they do not get sandwiched, because right now how the current situation is, if Team North does this correctly, they can set half the team up here, and of course half the team at their western FOB, and at the same time make a sandwich push like that from the north, and also from the east, also from the west, and that prevents the blue team from holding this FOB effectively, especially we can see the mortars are being dropped directly on the mid flag right here. So if the blue team, Red Fox team, if they can take out this FOB, they won't have to worry about that north side. All they got to worry about is this side from the west coming in this way. At that point, the defense for the blue team at the mid flag, especially now that they have a new hab on the northern end on top of the mid flag, they can have an easy western security lane here. Very, very solid maneuvers, and you can see right now, as long as that north FOB from red team from Team North is still up, the blue team at the farm will still get a lot of threats from the northern side. Going up here, looks like squad 4 and 7 from blue team is going to try to clean up shop in the south end and push west to try to push back red team further west. The eastern FOB looks like it's okay so far. It's been marked. It is a currently marked FOB from Team North, but it's still active, and blue team, they're not giving up this FOB yet. They're operating a mortar at the edge of the FOB radius right there, facing westbound. Helicopter marks, they're launching it against the north FOB. Despite the mortars going out against Red Foxes at the mid flag, they're able to take shelter accordingly and keep their head under shelter and still maintain the defense against Team North. On the western side, fresh FOB, 7,800 ammo points. Unlimited ammo, essentially, for Team North. Now facing northeast with the mortar. They're going to try to potentially launch it here where the helicopter marks on the south side are. As we kind of launch the vision, you can see the visions are being launched at the helicopter marks against Red Foxes here. Very effective mortars. Heisenberg's going to have to be keeping himself at bay. He's going to try to recover Makarov and revive him, but the mortars are going to slow them in the tracks as they try to get everybody, patch everybody up, and heal everybody as necessary. Team North still has a small squad, squad 2 on the south side, kind of holding the blue team here in their tracks. So the south side, it's really being held down really well right now. So overall map flow is as follows. The south side, a lot of small arms fire, but both teams need to make sure that this south side is safe. Obviously not safe, so they're tug-warring it right now. Northern side, the north FOB is still taking a couple threats from the trickling players on the blue side here. Red Foxes, they're going to try to stay nearby this flag, even though it's not the active flag now. The active flag for them is the mid flag, but they're going to try to make sure that they at least have a medium-sized squad on the north side to keep pressure on the north FOB against Team North. And of course, with a full active hab here from the radio on the eastern side, blue team can send more players very quickly to defend the mid flag if they get a hard assault from the Team North FOB from the west. So right now, in terms of land control, Red Foxes has an upper advantage. Helicopter marks on the southwest, and that might be launched from Lieutenant Make. If we draw a straight line, Lieutenant Make down there, that's being launched from Red Foxes down to the southwest of the flag. This is on the south front right now, and we go to the north front. Mortar's still exploding from Team North directly on top of the flag. But we got Red Fox mortars against Team North on the western side here. That's a transport truck. The FOB from Team North is down here. It's in a really safe spot. The hab is on the northeastern building right there. The radio is on the south. That's a rally point. The radio is next to the hab in the northern building. Mortar operator right on the staircase. Very strategic location. Mortars slowing down the approach from Team North on the western side here. Ticket counts as follows: 128 to 112. Red Fox is leading by 16 tickets. This is still an even match right now. Both teams are evenly matched. It's going to take a while to get an upper hand advantage. They're going to have to make sure they take down some vehicles or possibly take a flag capture to flip the game around. Mortars causing a lot of devastation right now in the river. Team North trying to make sure they revive their teammates and going to have to reposition as fast as they can. Red Fox is full security on top of the mid flag, taking a couple mortar shots soon, directly on top of the flag point. On the North FOB, FOB is getting shot by mortars. Those mortars are actually being launched from the southeastern side here. Mortar operators as follows. Beffers from Red Foxes trying to launch against the North FOB there. Queen May's in trouble. Just spawn in the hab, gonna have to get to shelter or stay inside or leave the building as soon as possible. Spawn is no longer safe, especially with accurate mortars being launched from Red Foxes. Going back to Abdul's farm right now. Right now, the approach of the assault, it's very interesting what we're seeing right now. The red team, Team North, they're going to have to utilize the river and the ditch right here, a very specific path away from the mortar fire exploding on the farm here. So they're going to have to make a flank from the western side and then loop around like that and make a quick traversing flank in the small distance of about less than 100 meters to get to the edge, the western edge of the flag. North side taking heavy mortar fire from the southeastern mortars being operated by the blue team there. On the eastern side, far eastern side, Red Foxes are launching mortars on the west towards this farm area here. South side looks like the south battlefront is now closing. Looks like both teams are now repositioning their team forward up north and a bit more northwest here to try to focus on the mid flag. Very interesting. Again, throughout this entire match, non-stop mortars. And that really affects how this match goes. If mortars are being utilized, players cannot make a straightforward assault towards each other. They have to either stay in place or, you know, make a farther flank. As we go up to the western side here, Upper Orchard taking a couple threats right now from Team North. So it looks like the approach, I actually want to highlight this too. Even though the FOBs are getting a lot of pressure on the western side, Team North, they're still going to prioritize the back flanks. Now, we've been seeing a lot of back flanks operated by the red team from Team North throughout this match. This is going to be the next significant back flank where they make a northern side, hugging the perimeter, the northern edge of the map, and making a flank to the back flag at Upper Orchard. And, you know, you might be wondering, why are they attacking a back flag that's not active? The reason why is because they want to be able to sandwich and close in on the mid flag at the farm. So if you sandwiching is easier than doing a one-way assault like this. So of course the red team is still trying to push to keep pressure on the western side, but they're trying to buy their teammates from Team North enough time to make the northern hit, wipe out the squad here from the blue team, and then continue south to hit the farm and cut off the supply line here against the FOB. So we might see this, the red team here, Team North, they're going to try maybe prioritize to take out the FOB first, and then turn west to hit the flag here. And then, you know, from there, the teammates on the western side from red team will be able to close in at the same time. So it's a timing, right now it's a timing issue. If they can get a hit from here and also loop around like that, they can sandwich the flag and then blue team will be in trouble. The blue team has a very straightforward, defense. Just maintaining a vertical line from north to south. Of course, the north side, they're trying to hit this FOB. And of course, you have the direct spawners on the flag to try to hold the western line there. You can see a lot of casualties coming down. But again, a lot of trade for trade shots. Blue team looks like they just got wiped out from foul to sag right there. So we'll be seeing an assault soon against the FOB from blue team. Going back here, same situation. Mortar's still going out non-stop. We're going to send a reporter in for the immersion. What? So right now, I'm on Abdul's farm right now, taking non-stop mortars on our situation right now. Those mortars are being strategically operated by the red team. So point being, there's a lot. You can see the screen shake. The blue team is having a very difficult time aiming down their sights because of all the shake from the mortars. But at least they can hold the line down pretty well. Western side now taking a hard assault right now from the red team. Viking gets wiped out from Fox. Null's down as well. The river line, like I mentioned, Team North is still making a very specific path with a rally point there next to the bridge on the river line as they move north to northeast to try to get close to the flag. It's going to be quite a walk, but at least they're in the ditch. The problem is that the mortars from the blue team can be redirected along the riverside. Then at that point, it will stop the approach from Team North. Suspect now coming in. Will he save the day on the northwestern side of the flag? We shall see. Massive spawns on the northeastern side where the hab has been rebuilt. Under shelter, sort of, kind of. And that's it. Suspect is now in. We're going to get into his POV right now. He's getting in the edge. Looks like that's... Oh my gosh! So this is big brain moves right now. They put the hab here. The wall of the hab is blocking the main entrance right here that you know, that Team North is trying to make a flank on. And they're having people stand on top of the rooftop of the hab to shoot down through the hole of anybody thinking that there's an opening here to try to get into the flag. So that's big brain moves from Red Fox's team. You can see there's also one person on that rooftop right there, the shatter right there, holding it down. But the risk is if mortars drop in their position. Non-stop mortars. Overall map was as follows. Orchard. Sorry, northwestern FOB. A lot of more players trickling in right there. They're going to trickle their way south to try to hit the flag up north. On this side, a lot of casualties on Upper Orchard. Blue team still utilizing the rally point nearby, far rally points actually, to try to get some security up at Orchard. Red team looks like they overpowered the point now, getting a couple people and reviving each other, healing each other with medic, and about to move out soon. On the eastern side, another back flank from Squad 2, Schleinerpool, right there. He's going to try to make a flank, maybe against the FOB up north here. Again, it's been marked, this FOB on the eastern side has been marked by the red team, so they're going to, looks like they might be going for the flanks right now. We do see an active move mark going west, so it looks like Team North, red team right here, is going to try to push like that to the west. But from his trajectory, he's going to aim for the FOB, actually. They're going for it. They're going to take out the FOB first. This will disable the mortar utilization from Lieutenant Make up the north, so he's going to get off the mortar soon once he realizes this is going to be under fire soon. This is it. A lot of pressure right now, and they're in. They're going to go directly for the radio. Engagement. Jules goes down. We have vehicle Bilali going in right now. Comms are going to get out right now. Blue team requesting for help against Team North. They're trying to use the ammo crate to block the entrance into the radio. This is it. It's coming around. That's a crow gun. They're inside. Multiple ammo crates utilizing it to block the entrance into the building. Radio's in the corner. Squad 5 is going to have to single-handedly try to save this. He's damaged bad. He's going to get into the building. Here comes a grenade. Look out! Nice save. That's it. Serenity taking out the radio, shoveling down as fast as he can. Rifleman, not the combat engineer, so shoveling can only do so much speed on that dig out. Big Chef's still alive, the lap. If he can save this, this will be a game-changing maneuver. North side, Lieutenant Make gets off the mortar now, going down from north to south to try to save it as fast as he can. His rally point is still there, so they can still try to save this radio. If they die, they just spawn on the rally point. Game's still on. It's gonna take a while to deactivate that. He's the only one shoveling, so this is a big risk. If anybody walks in on him, he's not gonna be able to pull out his gun on time. Not the only survivor. 2 survivors. Vavilan Shanapool there. Takes out Big Chef right there. Squad 1, squad lead himself. Lieutenant Make coming in right now. Quick check on the western side. Squad 6, now they're mobilizing close to the FOB on the eastern side. Been marked as well from Team North. They're going to try to target the FOB and then move west against Abdul's farm. Hab is still active with Squad 3 from North FOB pushing in. Mortar is being operated on the north side by Baroque, who's facing to the south, so mid-flag's going to be in trouble soon. Lieutenant Make's just outside the wall right now. This is it. He's going to come in, but he's going to have to deal with 2 players watching that wall. Opening fire. Back up 2v2s. Vavalon takes 1. Lieutenant Mick has to turn right. 1-for-1 trade. Shoutcastin survives. Radio's gonna be on bleed out soon. Bilali's back in the game. Radio is now on bleed out. You got less than 1 minute to try to save this radio. Looks like mortars are now being launched right now. Mortars being launched. Looks like a direct west mortar from the red team. Nice on that one, Bilali. One more. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Bilali saves it from the corner there. Selenity saves it from the corner there. This radio looks like it's going to be wiped out. Big Chef, and that's it. Radio's gone. Big Chef, he now has a clean shot, but it's over. This radio is done. Selenity gets wiped out. Looks like he bled out. That's it. Very nice back flank from the red team there. Looks like small arms vehicle now moving west. That's a Tiger right next to the radio. Mortars exploding directly in the eastern fob. Oh, they're gonna find each other right now. We're about to see an engagement. Makarov's gonna call it in now. Squad 6 is in trouble, getting wiped out right now. More people spawning on the farm on the flag up north, taking more pressure from the north hab. Ticket counts as follows: 51 to 54, still about even. Team North leading by 3 tickets, but this can change very quickly. Now they're right outside the hab. A couple people on top of the roof. Looks like Squad 6. Team North making an eastern flank right now. Looks like they're going to try to take out enemy radios to the east to try to lock in the ticket cap and try to topple the foundations of Team Red Foxes holding down this area. If the supply route gets cut off, that means Fox is going to have a hard time holding the mid flag, especially with their eastern fob taking hits right now. I think that's what Squad 6 is trying to capitalize on. So right now, we can see Squad 6 utilizing the northern spawn and along possibly rally point. They're going to make a north and then a south hit like that against this FOB. This is Team North's target. The FOB here, and then from there, they're going to trickle west to hit the flag here. And the blue team, Team Red Fox, is holding down this mid flag, is going to have very big trouble because their eastern fob has just fallen. This fob is going to fall. It's going to deactivate the spawn point on the flag itself. And then at that point, the blue team, Red Fox, is going to have to operate utilizing rally points. With that being said, that will allow Team North enough time to send players from their southwestern FOB along the river line here. And of course, more people from the direct north FOB to just walk straight in a straight line without having to do a wider flank. Very smart, big brain tactics. It takes a while, but once you see it all happen, it makes sense. Why things are being taken very slowly but surely. But solid tactics. Mortar still exploding, causing a lot of blue team members to stay in shelter. Going down to the southwestern side. Small arms vehicle coming from Cowboy in the west. Mortar still being operated with 8,000 ammo points. Team North facing it to the northeast right there. Squad 7. Fox, overpower, still trying to hold down the south line, make sure they don't take any back flanks. We see another back flanking squad, Squad 2 here, led by Shoutcastin. Mortar next to Lieutenant Mate right there, checking up on the eastern side. You know, it's very interesting because Shoutcastin is very close to Lieutenant Mate operating the mortars on the eastern edge. It's just a matter of time for Vavalon's about to engage. If I were him, I might just take a knife on this. He hears mortars for sure, so he's going to get above. Doesn't hesitate. Opens fire, takes out Lieutenant Make. Mortars are now going to be de-operated for a bit until Squad 4, Sergeant Makarov, gets resecurity of the situation, now moving east. Squad 3, Red Foxes as well, trying to utilize their rally point to the east with their small arms vehicle and walk the trek down to the western side to keep pressure on this north of Upper Orchard and then continue west to try to hit the FOB against Team North. Mortars from Team North, still operated by Baraku, facing down southeast right here, exploding right on Squad 3's position on the northern side of the map. As we check out the situation, we will be seeing some explosions very soon. Squad 3 regrouping with his teammates. The Fox team now moving westwards. Explosion comes out. More Team North threats right now on the western side. Utilizing Fox vehicle on the north for that security. That's a crow gun, I believe. Yes, no, yes it is. It is a crow gun. Right now, Fox utilizing infantry support with vehicle push to the western side as they push westbound against the Team North FOB. Team North is going to get a lot of trouble soon with the incoming hard assault from the blue team here. Bilali, that's Bilali opening fire right now up against Team North right here. Solo, not soloing the vehicle. As Jules and Bilali operating, takes out the lat. Very nice save on that. 11 putting up a good fight up against Red Foxes. No, they're gonna engage. He's gonna engage. Very nice. Good hit on that. Abdul's farm now being overrun by Red Team. This is it. Holy moly. Fox has been pushed out temporarily from the hab, being in trouble. The explosion's coming out. Mortars are now seizing from the Red Team, but the Red Team might be relaunching mortars along the eastern farm here to try to stop the approach from the Blue Team. Blue Team, they still have their hab is now down. They're going to have to operate utilizing rallies and then push in once again from the eastern edge. Mortars again, like I mentioned, see helicopter marks, they're going to try to launch, Red Team's going to launch mortars along the eastern edge in the farm to try to slow down the Blue Team approach. Very solid. Ticket count 28-27. Even match. This will be a very close match. Both teams are trying to take cover. Mortars exploding right now. Blue team has to reposition. That's it. Mortar is being operated by the west-southwestern mortar user there. Blue team's gonna have to dodge the mortars to the best of their ability. They don't know where it's gonna land exactly, but they have to keep moving now. They have taken a lot of hits, and a lot of them are bleeding out and have now fallen to the mortar fire. Team North utilizing the chaos right now, putting their people in each building, corner to corner. Hab is now going to be dug down by Team North right there. The radio is still active on the east. They're going to have to rebuild their Hab. The good news is that they have enough build points, 1,000, and that's it. Close defeat, 45 tickets. Russian ground forces win the battle. Congratulations to Team North for turning around the second round. Great job. Here's the timeline. So throughout this entire match, you could see it was a very close. The ticket margins are just very even, less than 10 ticket margin gap as we progress, throughout the match right here. And you can see Red Team turned it around with the takedown, the FOB takedowns, the objective takedowns as well. Very interesting. Here are the details. Very good stuff. And that's it. Great job. Logistics destroyed. 15 minutes in. FOB destroyed. 45 minutes in, another Logi destroyed. And that's it. Time. Objective completed. Capped. Mid-flight capped. By Red Team. Top squad. Kermizi. And that's it. So thank you all for watching this amazing legendary match of the MSL tournament, the Master Squad League. My name is Socrates, your Shoutcaster. Congratulations to both teams for doing a fantastic job throughout both rounds. First round, Red Foxes won, and then second round, Team North turned it around. So by ticket margin, I believe one of the teams will be determined on who the winner is for that. But I believe by ticket margin, Red Foxes will win the overall match. So great job again to Red Foxes here, and great job to Team North. We saw amazing FOB placements, amazing back flanks throughout the match, amazing teamwork, coordination. utilization of the small arms vehicles to make the assault along with infantry support, and along with the mortar utilization throughout the entire match. Special shout out to the logistics trucks runners throughout the match as well. And again, overall legendary gameplay. You have seen Squad in this match played at the highest potential. This is legendary gameplay. I hope everyone's taking notes, because these teams, Red Foxes and Team North, play this game at the highest level. And again, special shout out to the tournament staff, organizers, the clans, the teams, the players, and all of you, the families and friends supporting the people in this tournament, and for watching and tuning in today, whether it's at the big screen TVs, in the bars, in the clubs, in the restaurants, or at home. We hope that you enjoyed this wonderful match today. Please continue to tune in for the rest of this tournament for the other epic teams and matches that we're about to see. Again, my name is Socrates, your Shoutcaster. Make sure to follow and subscribe for more epic streams. Come join the Discord channel at !Discord command in the chat. I'm always on Discord. I'll see you all there. And thank you all for your support. I'll see you all next time. Again, this is me, Socrates, your Shoutcaster. Until next time, happy Sunday. Have a great day.